Hi everyone. I want to share another video that I think is going to be relevant, especially to those people who experience the debilitating effects of chronic pain. What I want to talk on is being strong when feeling weak. What I mean by this is pain in your body is intended to warn you of hurting yourself, or like as a warning system in general. This is good under ordinary circumstances. Then all of a sudden chronic pain comes along and it can be very debilitating, very exhausting, and just suck the energy out of you faster than you could use it, and leaves you feeling like you're living in a non-stop marathon. I just wanted to take a few minutes to share about how I deal with feeling weak from this, but remaining strong and trying to remain focused and determined in life. The first part of this, at least for me, is not letting my emotions be bigger or smaller than they are in reality. So even if my body is saying to me, I'm weak, help me, I need rest, I have to balance that with logic and make an intellectual decision of what I'm going to do, and if I'm truly needing rest, or if I could function, at least do something. May not be the ideal, but at least do something with the day. So part of it is keeping your feelings in check, and that is not letting feeling weak be bigger or smaller than it should be. So you have to have an honest perception and either be self-aware or have a core group of friends that you can talk to for feedback. Related to this is asking for support when you need it. So there's an adjustment to when you begin experiencing chronic pain and are wrapping your mind around the lifestyle that goes with it. Then you get into your day-to-day life where life is more normal. That's a new normal. And you're needing to think through how you're going to function and make the best of the situation that you're now in. So part of this is sharing with friends when you're feeling vulnerable or feeling weak from the pain affecting you, so that you have support, but then not staying focused on it. And I think that's one of the downfalls of chronic pain, of being so focused on or being so in tune with your body that you're basically handicapping yourself with your mind. I firmly believe that a person's mind will shut them down sooner, in most cases, than a person's physical limits. So for me to overcome this is working out a set of strategies for what I'm responsible for in my day-to-day life. And by strategies, part of this is employing the use of mobility aids and tools that help equip someone for their life. I'll give you an example. One of the presents I asked for at Christmas time was a janitor's mop and bucket. The reason I wanted it was because the bucket has wheels on it and the mop handle is extra long. So it's a way of me doing the floors without having to bend, lift, and reach as much. So I'm working within the parameters that don't cause me to experience excessive pain. There's lots of tools available for the home, and for all that matters, there's available help for the workspace as well if you're wanting to get back in the workforce and it's possible for you. You know, an occupational therapist thrives in this area of providing practical answers to living life. And I would encourage you that if you've just had a physical accident or begin to experience chronic pain, an occupational therapist's time and letting them speak into your life is effective and a very helpful step in maintaining the most independence that's possible for you and helping promote your quality of life. Another strategy that I've talked about in other videos is making a list of what my goals are that I'm working to accomplish in the short term. And then I'm not tiring myself out by thinking through what I should be doing or could be doing while I'm weak from the effects of the pain on me. So I happen to find making lists very effective and a helpful tool. I also have Plan B included in this so that when I'm too weak to do a high level of physical activity, I can go down the list and at least choose something that I'm wanting to do and get through with it so that I've done something with the day. The role of friendships and boundaries in friendships is something else that's really important with this. So relationships are meant to be give and take. And there's times when someone's helping carry another person for a season, like if they're experiencing grief, and then the relationship would balance out, and then maybe someone's switching job and they're going through the adjustment that comes with this, and so there's give and take. So you still need to make yourself available to listen and support someone, even if there's something else that you can't do practically. And I happen to think making yourself available to listen to someone when they're struggling is very valuable, and you should never downplay if that's all that you can bring to the table. Being there when someone is needing it is truly valuable. The other sort of part of this is figuring out the essentials of life. That is making sure that you're still getting proper nutrition and that feeling weak isn't preventing you from eating healthy. So it either means having help preparing meals, cooking meals ahead yourself and warming them up, employing a service that delivers meals to you, or working out a strategy that maybe some people in the community will make extra and then you just pay them for the ingredients and they bring them. So if a family down the street that you know had pork chops, you would pay them for, you know, a pork chop and a potato and some vegetables, and they would just make an extra one and bring it to your home for you to eat. Sometimes you need to have creative solutions to keeping going in life. How I want to end this video is with one final item that I've been seeing happen in my own life. There are people that are getting shy or weary of telling me how they're actually doing because what I have to deal with is so much greater than what their challenges in life are. I do want to remind you that pain is personal and it's relevant to life experience. So, what you may be able to endure because of life giving you a set of challenges may be much harder for someone else who doesn't have the skill set to cope with the pain and managing the logistics of day-to-day life. I would encourage you to let your friends know that it's okay if they're having a bad day, that they could talk to you about it, and that you see it as separate than what you specifically deal with on a day-to-day basis. You know, you're more than a medical diagnosis. You're still a person, and it's important that you still pursue your identity as an individual and can work out what's important to you and what brings you pleasure in life and how you can live out your faith in your day-to-day life. There really still is a life to be lived, even if it's differently than how you did it before. You still can live your life and make an impact, on your community, as well as be your own person and be doing something with your life. It may not be what you were doing with your life before all this went down, but as you adjust to it, it gets easier to think through what you can be doing now, and then being in the mindset of moving forward and being committed to make the most that is possible out of your life in your situation. I want to thank you for this time that you spent with me today. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.